Oh, oh! YBA has finally received a new update and it has a lot of things. Along with many changes, we now have 3 stands that have been rehauled, which includes new skill trees and new moves that have been added, along with some other changes. Now before we start, I want to say this to Paragon. You did an amazing job. You managed to make all of these ideas by yourself while barely knowing how to code, which is just impressive. Holy hell. I would never have that amount of commitment, especially on a Roblox game. So really, that's amazing. Anyways, let's talk about the rehauls, starting with the world. Let's go! I made a video a while back talking about the world, how it was a really boring stand. It didn't have anything interesting, it only had like a few moves, and it was kind of boring visually. But now they added so many things. You now have Skull Crusher 2.0, Road Sign Slam, and you also can turn into a Super Saiyan? Nice! Kinda gave Rage Mode a reskin of some sort, like it's called the Greatest High, and it has different skill tree nodes with different names, which I think is more fitting for this stand. And I really like one of the upgrade names, which is called Megalomania. They also increased the length of the Kick Barrage of the world. It is much more longer now. However, they didn't change a lot of things about Road Roller. You now have to use the Greatest High to be able to use this move now. But there hasn't been any visual changes. I think that's a little bit disappointing. But that is fine because we got all of that other stuff. So it's great. It's great, really. Next up, we got... This is one of the stands that really needed a rehaul, mostly because of how it was designed. They kept the 2 previous moves while adding some changes to them, but they also added new stuff. You can turn into a ball and go in a straight line, and you have this new move called Madness of Sorrow, which is a big damage move, but it makes you unable to run right after you use it. They also made it that you can tell the difference between Void Surprise and Dark Space, because before they had like the same startup, so you couldn't tell which move was being used. But now, Void Surprise is a little bit lighter. Great stuff. Next up, we got Hierophant Green. Now, this is one of those stands that I always thought was going to be broken forever because of how it was made. But these changes actually made it so that it's not that bad. They turned Barrage into an Emerald Splash, and they gave a Burst Emerald Splash combo extender, which I think was the best decision that they could have made with this stand. Seriously, it used to be a long projectile that went all across the map, and for some reason it guard braked, and also it lasted really long for some reason, which was just insane. And pair that up with the old Emerald Barrier, and it was just a masterpiece of a monster. Speaking of Emerald Barrier, they changed it. Emerald Barrier now only makes you unable to move, and it might potentially break some of the NPCs. I tried it out and it kind of breaks some of the NPCs. I got a dupe at one point, which was really weird. And you also have the 20-meter radius Emerald Splash as a move. Yes! It's basically the old Emerald Barrier move, but on a larger scale, which I think was a smart way to go on about it while reusing some of the assets. So really, good job with that. I love it. I don't think it's gonna be balanced, but I don't really care. Now, there are also other changes on other stands, so here are the main ones that I think are more important. King Crimson now has Blood Slash, Star Platinum the World now has Bearing Shot, and Anubis now has its unblockable Cursed Imbued Slice again. I'm very curious on how it's going to go with Anubis. I'm really excited to see this. Now, I think this was a really great update, and you know, there might be some things that are left unbalanced, but who cares about this at this point? I'm going to make more videos with the stuff they added in this update, so be ready for those. And I'm looking forward Crazy Diamond Requiem that is coming out soon, so that's gonna be great. Anyways, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you later.